busy. Does this haiku have 3 lines? Does it have a 5-7-5 syllable pattern? Yes, it has 3 lines, and the syllable pattern is 5-7-5. Now let's try to create our own ending for the next haiku. The tight string broke and the loose kite fell fluttering.
Over the hillside.
Sadly to the ground.
Across the green grass.
The poet wrote, losing its spirit. All of these endings are fine because they complete a meaningful idea, and also each has 5 syllables. Occasionally, there is a different number of syllables. A red morning sky. For you, snail. Are you glad about it? The syllable pattern is a little different here. Although the Japanese words contained the correct number of syllables, the translator was not able to change the poem to English using the same number of syllables. Here's another haiku by Isa, also about a snail. Well, hello down there, friend snail. When did you arrive in such a hurry? Perhaps you noticed that Isa talked to the snail in both poems. Both are about snails. Both were written by Isa. He wrote 54 haiku on snails. He took time to observe and appreciate the little creatures of nature. In the library, you can find many haiku by Isa and other poets. Their poems make wonderful reading because they're so full of understanding and love for nature. But not all haiku are on nature. Some are about people. What a wonderful day. No one in the village doing anything. And some are humorous. If things were better for me, flies, I'd invite you to share my supper. One girl got an idea for haiku when she saw some flies.
Flies, 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 flies. Can it be my honey jar, or am I that sweet?
Let's create a haiku. Sometimes ideas come from looking at pictures. How do you think this boy feels? What kind of day do the colors suggest?
A bright sunny day.
Walking in flowered fields with soft winds blowing.
Good. Let's compare our haiku with one written by Isa on the same subject. Just simply alive, both of us, I and the poppy. Fine. In both the haiku we wrote and the one Isa wrote, we have the feeling of a boy being happy in the sun. In haiku, there is an underlying feeling that tells more than the simple words. It's like sending a telegram. Let's see if you can think of an ending for this poem. Bousseau started it like this. A flash of lightning. How would you finish it? One boy finished it like this.
The dark bamboo stalks quaking. They fear this is the end.
Bousseau finished it like this. The sound of dew dripping down the bamboos. Both are excellent. One group of pupils made these guides for writing haiku. Write the poem in 3 lines. Tell what the subject is. Tell where the subject is. Tell what action is taking place. It's best to have a 5-7-5 syllable pattern, but not required. Let's listen to a haiku by a pupil in the 5th grade.
The tender flower in spring lightly, quietly dropped its golden petals.
Now let's look at the poem and see if it follows the guides. It does have 3 lines. Line 1 tells about a subject, a flower. It doesn't tell us where the flower is, but line 2 tells what is happening and that it happens in spring. The first line has 5 syllables, the second 7, and the third 5. This haiku followed all the guides except one, but it's just fine. Remember, the guides are just general suggestions to help you. Shiki wrote a haiku about his pet. When my canary flew away, that was the end of spring in my house. Perhaps you would like to write and illustrate a haiku about a pet you have or would like to have.